Hey everybody, I've got a great pleasure to be here today with Dan O'Donoghue, and Dan's from Southern Ireland. So Dan, how's it going, man?
It's good. Just looking forward to the summer months now. It's lovely down here, but man, is it cold.
So look, Dan's actually I believe a trainer currently or a coach trainer in Southern Ireland. And I was on a call with him the other day, and he shared some amazing insights into for what reason he chose to do this. And what I'd love you to do, Dan, because I'm obviously recruiting in this region, trying to find talented business people who would see the benefit of joining the Ascentive team to make the same kind of impact we have. And I just thought it was really interesting if you could just quickly share your journey from where you were to where you are and why.
Yeah. Okay, I am north of 60 years of age, so there's a lot of content in that many years. So I've been more or less self-employed all my life, but I'm a musician by trade. So that meant that I was working during the week, and then you move into the weekend and you're working again as a working musician. So I have been working 80 hours a week for about 40 years. And I found a couple of things. One, that is not a badge of honor. You know, this term, Phil, they say, oh, I'm flat out, I'm really, really, really busy. That is not a badge of honor. That is, I use the word ridiculous. So what attracted me then to the Ascentive material, and where was the light bulb moment? There were several of them, but one was I was working really, really hard in the mid-noughties, and I ended up in hospital and a pain in my back. And the surgeon said, you've developed a fireball in your stomach. So if you don't get out of what you do, that's going to become cancerous. So I said, okay. So I stepped back, and the first thing I did was stop, think. And I goes, okay, 80 hours a week, that's not good. And there was no let up on that because you had two jobs that were rolling into each other. So it was easy to do 80 hours a week. So the first thing I did was make a decision that this is not good for me. I got to change. So I started upskilling myself. Then rolled on the recession. That told me then that I need to be in control of my own destiny. Because when the recession hit, I did not have a plan B. So that was the next thing that dawned on me. And what I found about the Ascentive material was I learned the material, I apply it to my own business, then I teach it. But I'm in total control and nobody can take that off me. So that's why I started really engage with the Ascentive process. Now I find myself working 25 hours a week and annoyingly, Phil, making about 4 times the income. Isn't it just mad when we think about it? You know.
So you're working a quarter of the time less, and
Yes.
well, yeah, 4 times less, and earning 4 times more.
Absolutely, because when you're working 80 hours a week, you're not thinking. You're working as, you know, the entrepreneur, manager, technician. You're the technician, and you're just working mad hours, and you're not focused on how you can do things better. So there, you got to stop and say, okay, this is not working. So that's as brief as I could make it fit.
That's brilliant. So particularly in this market, Dan, we have Dubai has a lot of entrepreneurial spirit, as does the GCC. And we've got a massive talent base of very, very capable business people who've built businesses up, very successful. And, you know, I'm, like I said before, really looking to build my team. What would your message be to people who are maybe got the golden handcuffs, maybe? You know, they're at a place where, you know, they're earning all this money, but maybe I shouldn't jump. Maybe I need to keep working. Would there be a message for anybody there?
Yes, there would. I would have Simon Sinek's TED Talk start with why. I have that on loop constantly, because his message I really believed in. It doesn't mean everybody has to follow Simon Sinek, but I did. And I distinctly remember, it keeps going around in my head, follow your passion, not the money. More money in the bank is a result of following your passion. And that's why when we work, as you know, Phil, on the Incentive program, we're talking about your why, but we're not talking about it. We actually do it. So do your why. Connect it to your target market, and target market means people that you would love to work with. There's a big message in there that'll take a lot more than we have time for now, but follow the passion, not the money.
All right, great. And there's one last thing. So I do like to keep these things relatively short, but funnily enough, I feel like I could talk to you for about 2 hours. It's just, I think we'd start to lose people. So the last one is, for what reason did you choose a franchise system as opposed to developing your own business?
I didn't want to spend the next 3 years making up my own plan. Find a plan that works and run with it. You're making money next month. It's simple. Find a plan that works. I follow your lead all the time. Why? Because you're extremely successful within our world. You are very, very successful. Simple as, I hate praising you, but that's fact. That you know what you're doing. So why would I spend the next 3 years making up my own way of doing things, and maybe in 3 years' time I start to make money and bring down my hours from 80 hours to 25 hours? Why bother?
Beautiful. Love it. Pat, Dan, so much for seeing with us today, Dan. It's been an absolute privilege, and I hope your message sits home with somebody and they can experience that change that you've had.
And
so thank you.
And our door is always open, Phil. As you know, anybody wants to talk to us, it's simple. Well, thanks very much, Phil. Best of luck.
Thanks, buddy.